Hey YouTube, welcome. Today I've got my hands on the Samsung Galaxy S9. It's like the S23 from 2018. So the Samsung Galaxy S9 comes with 4 GB of RAM. It starts at 64 GB of internal storage, then goes up to 256, and it also has a memory card, which is something that is in common in flagships these days. And the display is like one of the main parts of this phone that are actually really good, because it has a high resolution 1440p display. To explain resolution quickly, resolution is basically like how many pixels your display has. Pixels are the thing that light up and actually show you the picture of the phone. So the higher resolution you have, the harder it is to see the pixels, therefore the more realistic the picture or video you're seeing is. So it has a high resolution display, very high. Like, this thing is as sharp as an aroused paper. Get it? Because like something that is aroused is hard, and paper is very thin, and those are all qualities of a knife. So the only downside, the only downside to this display is that it doesn't have a high frame rate. So it's only 60 Hz, meaning it can only refresh 60 times per second. That's like its max. So it's not as smooth as other phones out there. But around, for its price, which I guess is like 2000 or something, it's it's a very good display, although it lacks a high refresh rate. So the cameras on this phone are actually pretty good. You would be surprised for a dinosaur like it to have such good cameras. Dare I say, it's better than the whole A series lineup. If it's not better than the whole A series lineup, maybe the only exceptions are the A73 and the A54. But besides those phones, I'm positive that this phone is better than all of them in terms of camera. And the funny thing is, it's better in zoom too, whereby most A series phones have a zoom lens, but this only has one camera and zooms better than them. But one weakness of this camera is the front camera or cameras, because there are a lot of cameras on this. I don't know if you can see that, but the front cameras, especially at nighttime, have this reddish tint to them that makes them look quite unrealistic in a way. But other than that, this camera setup is truly amazing for how old this phone is. Another thing that is really surprising about this camera setup is the video, because the video this phone takes actually surprised me when I first got it. It's actually comparable to, let's say, the S21 Ultra, when there's still light outside, like right now. Maybe I'll switch to this phone just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Another surprising thing is that the phone still has a very bright display. I can see it in direct sunlight, or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just built different. You never know. But the display of the phone is good. The cameras are good. I just switched the cameras to recording with the S9. That's why I don't have it with me now, so I could show you how the video is. Now, the only other major factor of a phone is performance, which I haven't spoken about yet. So let's get into performance. The performance of this phone, let's say it's good for how old it is. It's nothing compared to the ultra high-end phones, the S23s and stuff, but it's still good, especially when you compare it to the A series phones, because it is only fair you should compare it to the A series phones, because it's a phone from a long time ago. But when you compare it to the A series phones, it just dominates them. Because let's talk about everyday scrolling. Like, going around the menu of the phone, opening apps and stuff. This phone is still very smooth compared to most A series phones. I think there's a select few that are smoother than it in terms of just browsing them, just being on your phone. It's smoother than most phones, than most A series phones. But then in terms of gaming performance, I think it just dominates every A series phones, every A series phone, except maybe for the A54, the A73. Those are I think are the only two exceptions. So, oh, and the build quality is still very good in 2023. It doesn't look as good because we've digressed from one camera and we have multiple now. And when was the last time you saw a phone with a camera in the middle? Like these days it's on the right, I think, or the left, I'm not sure. But the build quality is very good. It's glass on the back and the front. It's got metal rails. It's very good. So in conclusion, this phone is very good for what you could get it these days. You could get this phone for 2,000, 3,000 at the most. It's very good for that price, as it's got way better cameras, way better performance, way better just almost everything. Like speakers, the speakers on this phone are actually like really good. Like you can compare them to the ultra high end phones because speakers haven't digressed that much from this phone. Like you can compare it to the S21 Ultra, for example, or the 2 or the 3, and it sounds similar and almost as loud. Like some people, I've gotten compliments from some people saying this sounds like a speaker. They probably refer them to just small speakers that you would just buy for 100 rand or something. But even that is impressive for a phone that is thinner and smaller than a slice of bread. So yeah, this phone is a good all-round phone. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, smash the like and subscribe button.
I thought we talked about this.
Interact with the subscribe. Do whatever, build it. Interact with the subscribe button, subscribe and like button. And thanks for watching.